And the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Prescott now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Dowdle will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire 1st quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Robinson up the middle, and he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Howell. Here's a diving catch right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
2nd down and a run by Robinson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Prescott. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Prescott on third and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Faking the handoff. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Second down, Howell now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On third down, Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Throwing here, Howell. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin 63 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And that was just 4 verticals. They were going for a big play, and it resulted in a big play.
And you know why that's so difficult to cover? Because you can throw the ball to any one of those 4 vertical receivers at any point in the pattern. Wherever they're open, just get them the ball and then let them run after it.
And he runs it all the way in for a touchdown. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To throw is Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 58 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now they go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Off play action. It's Howell. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here, and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute... It got his man complete! Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Powell, another throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 75 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Throwing, Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. On the give, here's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's a second and 7. Handoff now to Robinson.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
A big play looming on third down. Here's Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Howell to throw.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts
As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. This ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to... We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here's Wilson to throw right away. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Prescott now. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Play action now. Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Inside the 10, touchdown Jets. Allen Lazard, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Rodgers will throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some room to roam now. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rodgers going to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes it 21-8.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too... And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. In motion goes the tight end. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Jackson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Not something you see very often. From a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They find some open field here. Now he's free to midfield. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on their Beltway rivals, the Washington Commanders. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Jackson on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Crowder. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
1st down, how to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Howell down to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Well, Howell's going to mix it up here. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So both sides of the football contributing here. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run. This is Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
with his second touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now throwing on 1st down here.
Touchdown!
Antonio Gibson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Jackson to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence.